My name is Vanessa Ajiman. I am the founder and creative director of Copperdas, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now today I am excited, and why am I excited? Because today I get to talk to you about African interior style and how to use it in your home. And more specifically, we are going to be focusing on Afro Scandi style, Afro Bohemian style. It is a phenomenon that I absolutely love because the two lend itself to each other. And without further ado, we're just going to get straight into it. So first and foremost, most importantly, what is Afro Scandi and how is it defined? The Scandinavian aesthetic has long been held as a contemporary movement of classic style, minimal fuss, and easy living. Now, you pair that with natural materials from Africa, such as wood, oak, mahogany, raffia, and then you begin to see a narrative of where they go hand in hand. It's the use of natural organic materials to style a space to have a nice, simple, cozy living style. Now, today I'm going to be talking about how you can bring those elements into your home. So, when you think of your home, how do you want to feel when you step into your home, or how do you want to feel when you step into a particular place? So in terms of if you're trying to create an Afro Scandi feel, an Afro Bohemian vibe, do you want it to feel warm and cozy? Do you want it to feel bright and airy? Or are you more of an outdoorsy person? Do you love the whole jungler effect? Do you love plants, botanicals, but with natural materials? If everything I'm saying is singing to you, keep on watching because this is for you. Afro Scandi is your bag. Now, one of the biggest things you'll find in trying to create this aesthetic is there is a strong concentration on the materials and the furniture that make up this space. Now, I'm going to talk you through a number of key elements within your home that will bring this aesthetic that you want and create that feeling of easy, cozy living. So first off, I'm actually going to start off with a headboard. Now, this is more of an unusual thing to start off with. What I found from a beautiful brand from People of the Sun Connect, it is a Malawian brand, and they use natural woven, hand-woven palm leaves to create this beautiful structure of palm leaves as a headboard. They have different designs, different variations, but it literally speaks into the whole style of easy living. The second thing I want to talk about is home accessories. You want to look at materials that are pared back, that are stripped back, things that show the natural grain. It's very, very organic in nature. I've got a brand that I love called Grain and Knot, and they make these beautiful vases purely for aesthetics for me. And they just literally set the tone of the space, which is nice. And then you want to start punching that through with some muted palettes. So that could be an indigo blue, it could be a dark navy, it could be a sage green. We've got a brand called Lola and Mal who have a lot of textiles from Bolagatanga in Ghana, and they use kind of dip dye to create these beautiful textures. So that's a way to add colour into a bohemian style living. And of course, what would be a home without lighting? I'm really, really in love with the hand-woven basket lighting from Ghana, another source from Bolagatanga in the northern region of Ghana. And that is made using elephant grass, and that is hand-woven, and it creates these nice floral, almost a statement of a light within the space. So these elements, you begin to see a natural flow and a rhythm within the space. Now, when it comes to introducing art into this space, you want to see how that sits with the other elements. I'm a huge lover of tapestry when speaking of Afro-Bohemian design. You can introduce Kuba textiles or Kuba Katanga from Congo to create these nice, almost statement pieces, and that could go in the bedroom, in the hallway, in the living room. It just kind of sets the mood of the space, and it draws your eye to that nice woven texture. And I'm not going to stop there, we're going to keep going because it's such a beautiful topic to talk about. Hand-woven rugs from Ethiopia, you can get that nice neutral pared back tone. You'll often find they're kind of almost like an oatmeal in tone with almost black dips in dye, and that creates a nice balance of colour. So you've got that comfort, you've got warmth, but without being too bland. And to finish it off, why don't you add some wall art such as hand-woven fans, another area for Bologatanga. Yes, I was not paid to talk about Bologatanga. I just love that region. It has so much to give. It's got so much textiles, so much craftsmanship, and the items they produce are absolutely stunning. And you can find ways to just incorporate that into your home, and you create this nice synergy, a nice flow, and that's what you want in your home. The big question is, how do you bring all of this together? We've discussed materials, we've discussed products, and now you're thinking, okay, I'm hearing you, but how do I stitch it? How do I bring it together so I have a cohesive home? So I always suggest start with a color palette. Pick out colors that you're naturally drawn to. And what you want to do, you want to start with your anchor color, the one color that's going to hold everything accountable. So for an Afro Scandi vibe, I think a sage green would be a fantastic anchor palette, and then you can start bringing out other tones to pair with that. So for example, maybe a warm taupe, maybe a warm cream, maybe an off-white. These are different colors that you can bring to create this scheme. And then you need to start thinking, within this color palette that I've chosen, do they work well together? Are they complementary? Do they contrast? What do the colors do when they're sitting with each other? And then once you've got the color palette, you can start to pick out items that have these colors. So what you'll find is you'll have a nice synergy and a nice thread just kind of running through, so everything kind of flows together. Now, I've put together some color palettes that I think would work really well and that would really kind of captivate the style that you're going for, with some examples, just so you can get your creative juices flowing. And what you might find is, don't be afraid if the trend starts to slightly veer off, because trends are interwoven, so you don't want to have to stick in one box. They can be from here, they can be from there. So long as there's a common thread, you'll find that you create a nice, beautiful style. Thank you for watching. I hope that inspires your creative juices, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to check us out on social media platforms at Copper Dust LDN. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.